Hi, this presentation is about the JPS meatpacking ransomware attack and it is brought to you by Chris McChesney, Ashley Smith, and Jeremy Griffith. I'm just going to do a real brief introduction on the attack and the company. The company that was attacked was the JPS meatpacking company, and they are based out of Brazil. The attack was performed by REvil, and they're a Russian linked cyber criminal group. And the attack was a ransomware that encrypted JPS's systems. Hi, this is Jeremy Griffith again, and I'm just going over why this topic. We all felt as a group that this was an interesting topic on how certain critical industries perceive cybersecurity as a cost center to be minimized. And basically, what this means is that you have a company like JPS Meatpacking, which is a large supplier of food across the world. And when they were hit with this ransomware because of their weak cybersecurity practices, it caused a crippling effect of the food supply chain. This in turn caused people across the world that were poor, rich, middle class to have their food prices spike because this company deemed that their cybersecurity was just a cost center and not something that should be looked at as a high priority. So it just interestingly goes over how the process happened and the ripple effects that were caused by this ransomware and how JPS decided that maybe it was a good idea to start spending some resources towards their cybersecurity efforts. Systems. Chris McChesney is now going to go into a bit more detail on this.
Thank you, Jeremy. Hello, my name is Christopher McChesney, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about JBS as the meatpacking industry leader and the company background, as well as the attack that occurred and the identity of the organization who performed the attack. So JBS is actually one of the largest meat processing companies in the world. They specialize in beef, pork, and poultry products. They are headquartered initially in Brazil, but they have headquarters in Colorado as well. They are estimated to have a net worth of $76 billion as of 2022. And they've kind of been involved in a few controversies, such as price fixing and labor violations. And then in 2021, they had a cybersecurity incident where they suffered a ransomware attack. This ransomware attack disrupted operations across US, Canada, Australia, and it really highlighted how the food sector is vulnerable to cybersecurity challenges. The organization in charge of the attack was REvil, which is actually short for ransomware evil, even though some people speculate that Resident Evil is behind their name. Anyhow, REvil is a notorious cyber criminal group that is known for deploying ransomware attacks that basically encrypt the victim's data and then they demand a ransom. So they were actually one of the founders of the current ransomware model that we see, which is also known as ransomware as a service. They kind of emerged from the dark web, and it's believed that they have links with Russian cybercrime groups. Their ransomware often exploits vulnerabilities that are already being known and published on the dark web, and then they particularly focus on weaknesses in remote access tools and unpatched software. Some of the major attacks that they've been involved with is the KCIA, the JBS Foods, and the Acer attack in 2021. They've the group demanded about $70 million in the KCIA attack, and it was actually one of the highest ransomware demands that we've kind of seen in throughout history so far. So their operational model includes a couple of tactics, one known as the double extortion tactic. And this is where they don't only encrypt the data, but they also threaten to leak the data, and they aim to delete any backups before they actually request their demands. So the law enforcement actually has taken a large interest in them, and the US government worked with the Russian government to get them shut down. So they are no longer active, although they have recently showed attempts to reemerge but they consistently have persistent law enforcement pressure from both sides of the government and the US and Russia. So lately, we haven't really seen any successful attacks from them. So in 2021, the REvil, the Russian-linked ransomware group, launched a major attack on the JBS company. This is the world's largest meat processing company, so as you can imagine, a pretty hefty amount was requested. They actually demanded $22.5 million in order to decrypt JBS's data and prevent public data leaks. Eventually, through negotiations, this dollar amount was brought down to 11 million, but it still resulted in the company having to shut down numerous operations across North America and Australia, and really took a significant impact to the global supply chain. This incident also really highlighted the vulnerability of critical infrastructure to ransomware attacks, and as a result, it garnered increased governmental efforts worldwide to address cybersecurity threats.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Smith. I'll be going over the attack mitigation and conclusion aspect of our project. So with the attack mitigation that started in May 2021, we go over the detection shutdown, which was when the attack was detected early, prompting JBS to quickly shut down affected systems to contain the breach and prevent further spread of the malware. This immediate action helped limit operational disruption. With the engaging of cybersecurity experts, JBS promptly brought in these experts to assess the situation, analyze the breach, and guide their response strategy. This expertise was crucial for understanding the scope of the attack and developing a recovery plan. With the system recovery using backups, to restore operations, JBS relied on backups of their data and systems. This allowed them to successfully recover the crucial information and resume normal functions while minimizing data loss. With the decision to pay the ransom, after evaluating the situation completely, JBS made a decision to pay an $11 million ransom to the attackers. This move was aimed at regaining access to their encrypted systems and quickly ensuring a swift return to the operational stability. These steps collectively help JBS mitigate the impact of the cyber attack and reinforce their commitment to improve their cybersecurity in the future. Okay, to conclude our project, with the lessons learned over this meatpacking attack, we go over the rapid incident response. So the attack underscored the importance of a swift and effective response. Quick action to detect and contain the breach helped minimize damage and operational disruption. Since backup systems are always vital, JBS's reliance on backups for system recovery highlighted the necessity of maintaining robust backup protocols. Reliable backups are essential for storing data and ensuring business continuity after an incident. Since ransom payment decisions are complex, the decision to pay a ransom revealed the complexities involved in such choices. Organizations must weigh the risks and potential benefits carefully, considering both immediate operational needs and long-term implications. With collaboration with the authorities, engaging with law enforcement and cybersecurity experts proved vital in managing the situation. Collaboration not only aids in the investigation, but also helps improve overall security posture. These lessons emphasize the need for preparedness and strategic planning in the face of cyber threats.